Welcome to the Growth Secrets Podcast, where we break down strategies and techniques that will grow your company like never before. Join us as we uncover growth secrets from some of the greatest marketers and business owners from around the world. Learn the secrets that will allow you to stand apart from the competition and live the life you deserve. And now, here is your host, Cooper Saunders. He is the owner and founder of Wise Guys Digital Marketing, two-time National Bestselling author, and a business growth expert. Without any further ado, let's jump right in.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Growth Secrets Podcast. We teach business owners, marketers, and anyone who wants to grow their business the best way to do it. Now, last episode, as in the first episode, I got made fun of by my production team on my intro, and they said, hey, you sound like you're telling the family that their pet just died. And so the family pet just died in the last intro. So I'm sorry about that. So I decided I wanted to upgrade my intro. Don't know if that sounds better. I'm getting nods of negation from the team. So that's positive. But this episode is very important for the simple fact of we're going to teach you how to always speak to the decision-making part of your target market's brain. You're always going to create a message that will catch the attention of your target market. How do you do that? Right? If you don't have this, it's called a key human driver statement. And if you don't have a key human driving statement for your company, you really will get lost in the minutia of, hey, let's create an ad. Who's it talking to? And so we outlined it in our National Bestselling book, Quit Competing, Start Dominating. And I'm going to take you through each step. We're going to implement it, and you're going to have a key human driver statement that no matter what you're doing, your ads are going to be created around this. You know you're always going to talk to your target market in a way that will catch their attention, because more and more our attention is being bombarded. You know, hey, check this out, look over here. Your target market's attention is very limited. And what you need to do is have a foolproof way to catch that attention, to show them, hey, my company can help you, or you want my product. Humans are not logical creatures. We buy with emotion, justify with logic. So what emotions do we need to bring up? Now, every human was born with 8 basic desires. We call these the life force 8s, okay? And what we need to look at is what one your company solves. When you understand the life force 8, when you understand who your target market is and what your core service that your company is going to focus on is, you're going to have no problem marketing your company. So the first step in developing your key human driver statement is, my company is the best at core service. Okay, when we look at companies or we meet with them for the first time, we say, hey, what is your core service? And this is outlined, and I'm going to go over it briefly, but we've got to, again, the Quit Competing, Start Dominating it revolves around the focus marketing method. So what is your core service? Do not be the jack of all trades company that does everything, okay? What do you love to do, or what is your company the best at, or what makes you the most money? Now, what makes your company the most money? Usually business owners, sort of like, but don't worry about that. You're in business. If you want to focus on what makes you the most money, go for it. Follow your passion. Maybe your passion is making money. Don't feel that when you're deciding your core service that it needs to be like, it needs to be a purpose that, or my passion of, hey, some people's passion is making money. Not everybody can save the sea turtles, right? So let's say that your company is a law firm, right? And you want to focus on divorces, okay? That is your core service. And once you have identified this core service, you can then say, okay, my company is the best at, helping people get divorces. And serves target market. Who's your target market? Probably people that are married, hopefully, right? Is there a certain part of the city? Let's say for Kansas City, Parkville, you want to, because if you're spread thin, okay, you want to be a mile deep and an inch wide instead of an inch deep and a mile wide, right? I might have messed that up, but you get the point, right? You want to be a mile deep, an inch wide, or whatever. And so, again, the production team's laughing at me, but hey, you're going off the cuff. I don't want it to sound, structured like I'm some sort of robot, right? So your target market is married people that live in the suburbs of Kansas City. They can be downtown. Do they make a certain money? Do they have kids? Do they have a certain net worth? What kind of cars do they drive? If you want a more expensive, divorce case, you can base it on, where the members at the country club, right? Where do they live? What part of the cities? What cars do they drive? Do they drive BMWs? What are they interested in? Golf, right? So my company is the best at, so going from the top, my company is the best at core service and serves target market to ensure that they life force 8 desire. Now, what's a life force 8 desire? Okay, we're speaking to the emotions, okay? And so to pull out the book, I'm just going to go right through it, just as survival, enjoyment of life extension, enjoyment of food and beverages, freedom from fear, pain, and danger, sexual companionship, and that's a big one. I mean, I remember even those GoDaddy commercials. I mean, whenever those ran, I didn't even know what GoDaddy was. I mean, honestly, at the age, I think I was probably a teenager when those were running, and I remember being like, "What are those?" I mean, because there's a bigger guy, and there's this beautiful young lady, right? And it was just like they started making out on TV. It's like, what in the world? But you remember that. And brands take advantage of the subliminal messaging that goes into that. And it was GoDaddy. Sorry there. Yeah. And so comfortable living conditions. Okay. I want to be comfortable. To be superior, winning, keeping up with the Joneses. Okay. You don't buy a Rolex to tell the time. Care and protection of loved ones, social approval. Okay, so what is your company at the most basic level? Again, you're not going to come out and say, hi, I'm XYZ company, and we help you enjoy freedom from fear, pain, and danger. You're not going to do that. But it is the foundation to where you can build off it, okay? So now you have, right? So you need to step back and ask yourself, does your company create products that help people live a longer and healthier life? Okay, do you sell supplements? Do you put a water filter in people's homes that make it so that they're not drinking poisonous water? Okay. Does your company give people freedom from fear, pain, and danger? Okay, there's a lot of things that do that. Guns, mace, right? There's a lot of things. Security systems, Advil. Does your company help people feel superior? Again, you don't buy a nice car to go from A to B. A lot of the industries are pry on that need of, hey, I want to feel superior. Does your company provide care and protection for loved ones? Does your company help clients get social approval? Does your product help your clients get sexual companionship? That's the fitness industry, supplement industry, right? Does your company help people live comfortably? It could be, you're an air conditioning company and you just want people to, when your AC's out. I mean, I remember a couple years ago, our AC went out. Oh man, talk about unbearable. Okay. I don't know what the deal is with that or how people lived before air conditioning, but man, that was terrible. And so remember, your key human driver statement is just a guide to help you reach the limbic part of the brain, the decision-making part of the brain. All the marketing pieces that you will create will link back to this message to ensure that you speak to the brain's limbic side, not the neocortex. Again, we'll never put an advertisement that says, my company, X, Y, and Z will help you enjoy freedom from fear, pain, and danger. We'll never do that. So again, people don't buy insurance. They buy freedom from the fear of crashing and having to pay for a $40,000 car. Every business solves a human desire, and we need to identify that basic desire and fulfill it. So now you've got core service. My company is best at your core service, what you're going to focus on, and serves your target market. Who's your target market? And I will make sure that my target market will be able to identify this message with everything I do. So to ensure that they live force 8, and will make sure that my target market will be able to identify with everything that I do. So now that you have this key human driver statement, if you hire a marketing company, if you're wanting to create your own ads, everything's going to revolve around this right here. So you'll never be off topic, off subject. Your advertisements are always going to generate interest for your company. And that's the first step. Don't start any marketing until you understand what your core service is, who your target market is, and the life force 8 desire that your company solves. Next week, or next time, it might not even be a week, we're going to talk about one of my favorite topics, which is the ethical bribe. How to start a conversation with your target market without scaring them off. So a lot of companies market because really, the way you're trying to bring on clients is a lot like how you start a relationship with the hopes of it turning into a marriage. A lot of companies are just coming out and say, hey, will you marry me? Hey, will you marry me? And people are like, what are you talking about, man? I don't even know you. Who are you, bruv? Who are you, bruv? So that's going to be next time. I really hope this episode helped you understand the best way to catch the attention of your target market. And I look forward to seeing you next time. Talk soon.
Thanks so much for listening to this episode of the Growth Secrets Podcast. If you're enjoying the show, please feel free to rate, subscribe, and leave a review wherever you listen to your podcasts. We really appreciate that effort, and we'll catch you in the next episode of the Growth Secrets Podcast.